children, and men has been, in a word, unconscionable. As Iranian dissidents of all stripes have sought to raise their voices in protest, with the mantra of woman, life, freedom emanating from their lips and scrawled on buildings across Iran, they have been subjected to the most barbaric of repercussions by the terrorist regime. Our hearts wrench at the daily inhumanity waged by the terrorist regime against freedom-seeking Iranians. It brings me great sadness to say that my university, Princeton, maintains an abysmal track record of faculty who have lent credence to, propped up, and yes, materially abetted the terrorist regime in Tehran. Here at Old Nassau, our Department of Near Eastern Studies, former home of Bernard Lewis and other esteemed academics, has shamefully provided safe haven for Sayed Mousavian. Mousavian's links to the 1992 bombing of Iranian dissidents at a restaurant in Berlin, Germany, are well documented and recently placed him under investigation by Congress. Just over a year ago, I was honored to host a panel of Iranian dissidents on campus who spoke to Mousavian's astonishing concurrence with the terrorist regime. One particular point resounded throughout the discussion, however. Mousavian is hardly alone. A current Near Eastern Studies Department Chair, Behrouz Gamari Tabrizi, and his relation to the 1979 Iran hostage crisis, activist Mariam Memarsadeghi had this to say, quote, "He knows at least half the hostage takers," unquote. Asked by our main student newspaper, the Daily Princetonian, to address these allegations, Gamari Tabrizi answered with the following, quote, "Do I participate in conversations in Iran? Yes, I do," unquote. And, quote, "The Iranian situation is not an instance of a repressive regime that is so exceptional in the world that people rise against it. However, the Iranian people are exceptionally revolutionary subjects," unquote. The malign influence of the terrorist regime, propagated by the likes of Mousavian and Gamari Tabrizi, has poisoned the well of our campus discourse. To my shock and dismay, student protesters yesterday brandished the flag of Hezbollah and drowned Princeton's Bakash courtyard right over there in a sea of applause at the mention of the terrorist regime in Tehran. Yes, you heard that right. Yeah. Our nation's supposed best and brightest egged on the world's leading sponsor of terrorism and its proxies.
Shame!
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 Shame on you!
Shame!
The same regime that imprisoned Princeton PhD student Chi Wei-Wang for 3 years, and whose paramilitary proxy, Kataib Hezbollah, holds another Princeton student, Elizabeth Surkov, captive as we speak. My friends, it is not only my community, the Jewish community, that ought to be concerned, but such an odious stain lingers on the reputation of this school. Something is very deeply wrong with America's elite institutions, and we join you, the Iranian community, in striving to reverse this trend. And reverse this trend we must, for the sake of our children, the Iranian people, and the entire Western world, present and future. We must stand upright in the face of Princeton's moral achievements. It is my generation that will bear the consequences of the choices we set out to make today. So let us do right by those who came before us and pursue the path of justice and peace. We hear the cries of the Iranian people, and we pledge that they will never go unanswered. Yeah. We honor the legacies of Mahsa Amini and all other Iranian souls who paid the greatest of prices in pursuit of freedom. And we echo the brave voices of Mahdi Ahmadinejad, Reza Pahlavi, Ali Karimi, and all other Iranian dissidents who carry the weight of liberty upon their shoulders. We choose freedom over the toxic brew of nihilism and moral degeneracy that has gripped America's college campuses. We will commit tirelessly to the downfall of the terrorist regime in Tehran, while holding every university faculty member who has played a role in its injustices to account. And we will see to it that within our lifetimes, someday very soon, a new dawn of prosperity will be unleashed for the Iranian people. Thank you very much.
مرگ بر ستم چه رهبر چه شاه باشه چه رهبر ستمگر چه شاه باشه چه رهبر